Hey there, I'm Angella Sharpe and welcome to the Daily Mix. I am so excited to be back here in the studio with you. You know, we had a little break for the holidays and all the fun. I hope you had a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm laughing at all of you though, because there's so many of you who were like, oh, it's gonna be a new year. We're gonna change the calendar and everything's gonna be better. Ha, joke's on you, right? I'm not even gonna get into all the hypocrites on the left and on the right. I'm not gonna deal with all that. See, if you talk about something, you manifest more of that. So we're gonna put that away. Whoop, whoop, doop. Today, I have a great show for you. We've got all sorts of fun things you can do. Actually, some right from your very own home. So you can stay safe and happy and healthy. Also, I've got Akeem Shannon on the show today from Flipstik. He was on the Shark Tank. So much fun. He has so much energy. He's going to tell us all about Flipstik and what's going on with him. And you can tell I'm perfectly thrilled to be here because I'm wearing my fun star pants today. So we're just going to have a great show. You all get ready. Let's get started for today's Daily Mix. Former St. Louis Rams receiver Torry Holt is among the 15 finalists named for the Pro Football Hall of Fame's class of 2021. This is his second year as a finalist. Holt spent 10 of his 11 seasons with the St. Louis Rams and was a rookie when they won the Super Bowl in 1999. Voting on the finalists will take place later this month, and the inductees will be announced during Super Bowl week, so we have our fingers crossed for Tory Holt and that he will be among those announced. Now, you know we love our sports here in St. Louis, and while we no longer have football, although there probably will be a return of the Battlehawks next year, we do have hockey. The St. Louis Blues season gets underway on January 13th when they face off against the Avalanche in Denver. They return to St. Louis on January 18th for their home opener against the San Jose Sharks, kicking off a 4-game homestand. Now, they'll be playing with a new captain. Ryan O'Reilly has been named the team's 23rd captain in franchise history. Tarasenko, Shen, and Parayko will serve as assistant captains. And if you've been following Blues Twitter, you know that people were really upset because apparently Tarasenko was kind of disappointed he wasn't captain. No need to be upset. Tarasenko just wants to be the best player he can be for himself, for his family, and for his team. So of course he was a little disappointed. Let it go. Now, there's no word yet on when you're going to be able to catch a game in person. So get this. In Florida, they have two teams, the Panthers and the Lightning. They were going to let fans at both of those games. Recently, Tampa, the Lightning, said no fans for them because of COVID. But last I checked, the Florida Panthers will have games. So that'll be interesting to see. Now, you can check out this season's schedule and all of the latest announcements by following the St. Louis Blues on social media and at stlouisblues.com. And of course, it's that time of year again for the Cardinals winter warm-up, Cardinals Care winter warm-up. Now this year, it's going to look a lot differently than it has ever before. But of course, most things do these days. The winter warm-up will be completely online, completely. But fans will still have a chance to interact with the players, which is interesting, buy 50/50 raffle tickets, and bid on a variety of autographed items and special experiences during the silent auctions. All proceeds help Cardinals Care, which is pretty great. This year's event will take place January 16th through the 18th. To learn more, visit cardinals.com/community or follow at Cardinals Care on Twitter and Facebook. They do a great job of keeping everybody up to date with what's going on there. And another fan favorite of the St. Louis events is that perfectly planned Purina Pet Parade. Yeah, perfectly planned. See what I did there? Added more P's to that. I actually hosted this a few years ago, a couple years in a row actually. It's so much fun, but of course the largest annual pet event is also going virtual this year. But don't worry, they still have plenty of festive fun in store for you. They're hosting a virtual costume contest for your furry friends with some awesome prizes. You can dress up your pet in their finest Mardi Gras attire and submit their photo online to join in the fun and of course help out Open Door Animal Sanctuary at the same time. Registration is now open through January 20th and public voting will take place January 25th through February 9th. Now each vote equals an extra donation to the shelter, and on February 16th you can tune in to Mardi Gras Inc. Facebook page and watch as celebrity judges choose the top costume. To register and learn more, visit PurinaPetParade.com. Now in November, the St. Louis International Film Festival also went virtual. Now if you missed out or you just want another chance to see some of those events and award-winning films, here's your chance. Later this month, Cinema St. Louis will be presenting Best of Fest, an online-only event featuring the winners of those awards. 9 features and 10 shorts will be available to stream during all 10 days of the event, and several of the films will also include Q&As with filmmakers and documentary subjects. Best of Fest runs January 22nd through the 31st. Details, tickets, and more available at cinemastlouis.org. You guys, we got some sad news from our friends at the St. Louis Aquarium last week. Fluffy, that gigantic Pacific octopus, passed away. Apparently, the octopus actually has a really short lifespan, which I didn't know, but now I know. But according to the post from the aquarium, Fluffy was showing end-of-life behaviors, and the team there was able to make her as comfortable as possible during the last phase of her life. She was super adorable. I actually really like octopus. I think they're just adorable. In fact, that's one of my favorite emojis on the phone to use. So very sad to hear about that. And it's actually really hard to believe, but the aquarium just celebrated what I've been calling its birthday, its first birthday, its first anniversary last month, of course, on Christmas Day. I had a chance to go back for a visit, and while I was there, I caught up with Executive Director Tammy Brown to find out how this first year went, what's new, and what you can expect during your visit. Check it out. Tammy Brown here with me from the St. Louis Aquarium. So happy to see you again, and happy birthday to the St. Louis Aquarium.
I know, I can't believe it's been a year already.
So this is really exciting that this has been open for a full year, and I know this has been kind of a different kind of time recently, but you have some exciting things that are happening for the birthday celebration.
Absolutely. So yeah, this was an opening year, definitely not the way we planned it, but it's been wonderful all the same. And we have brought in new animals, we've developed new programs, so done a ton this year.
Okay, so this is what I love about this, is that you guys have been able to kind of move with the program here, and as rules have been happening to kind of keep everybody safe, you've been able to kind of roll with that. So kind of fill us in on what's happening right now to make sure everybody can still come out but have a good time.
Right, so you know, one great thing is being in this big open train shed. So although we're an indoor attraction, there's so much space and air here, so it feels very safe. We've reduced our capacity so that only 50% of our capacity can visit at any time. Everyone wears masks, and we do have social distancing decals to make sure that guests are staying 3 otters apart is our measurement.
I love how they're measuring that with 3 otters apart. That's great. And so fill me on some of these animals that are going to be joining us for the birthday celebration. Will they be here all year?
Yes, absolutely. They have made their new permanent home here at the St. Louis Aquarium. So we have ambassador animals up on our stage that come out on presentations on a regular basis, and we've added new ones. So we've got a Virginia opossum, which is so cute. You can't even begin to imagine how cute this little thing is. We have what's called a tenrec, which looks like a little hedgehog. We have snakes and red tegu, which is a lizard that's about this big.
Oh, wow.
So in addition to, of course, the sloth that everybody loves and Rosie, our parrot, we now have this amazing addition.
That's so cool. Now, I was told there was something about spitting
Yes, yes. So if we want to go to the fish side, we have a new habitat that is called archerfish. And they're about this big when they're full grown. And they spit at insects up on the leaf and knock the insect into the water so that they can eat it. So our guests will be able to hold a stick with food on the end of it, and they'll see the archerfish shoot at that food.
Oh my gosh, that is so exciting.
It's going to be very cool, and they're really fun to watch.
You obviously can check out that full taking to the aquarium on STL TV or anytime on our YouTube page. Actually, we have a couple of different adventures of the aquarium on the YouTube page, so you can always check that out before you go. There's a lot of fun stuff to do there. But as you can tell now, I'm joined by my friend here. This is Mr. Akeem Shannon with Flipstik. I'm so excited to have you on here, Akeem. Thanks for joining me today.
I'm excited to be here, very excited. Getting the mix with the daily mix.
That's right. Well, we're so happy to be here. You are obviously were on Shark Tank. I've now seen the episode twice, so I'm really pumped to see you. First of all, tell me, what was that experience like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's really a life-changing experience. Like, you know, when you're standing there and the doors are getting ready to open and they're counting down and you know you're going live, you know, there's no do-overs. What you see is exactly what happened. So, I mean, it was just this like rush of adrenaline. I honestly thought I was having a heart attack. So just to get out onto the stage and to, you know, do what I came there and pitch my business, it was an incredible, life-changing experience. Absolutely.
I feel like we should fill in people what Flipstik is before I start getting more into this Shark Tank deal. But what is Flipstik?
Yeah, that's a great question. So Flipstik is a little device that goes on the back of your phone. And one, it functions as a kickstand. So you can prop it out, set it up, watch a video, something like that. But what's really cool is with our synthetic CT technology, which is based off the foot of a gecko, essentially you can stick your phone to any flat surface. So it sticks to wood, glass, metal, concrete, brick, pretty much anywhere. And when it gets dirty, you can clean it with an alcohol pad or soap and water. And once it's dry, it's sticky all over again. And that's the Flipstik. And it comes in all kinds of designs and colors. So you'll see one of them here. This is kind of our logo. But we have over 70 different designs and we customize them as well. So we've done that for people all over the country, including a few celebrities. So yeah, that's Flipstik in a nutshell.
It's pretty cool. And when you showed it on Shark Tank, that pretty much can stick on almost any surface.
Yeah, I mean, we showed literally every surface. I dipped it in some spaghetti, got it dirty, cleaned it, then showed it sticky again. So no, I think the sharks really kind of love the whole demo and the fact that it actually works. Because, you know, sometimes stuff comes on the show and it doesn't actually work.
Well, right. It's always nice to know that the product you've got is working really well. I got to tell you, Akeem, the first time I saw the episode, I was a little worried. Towards the end there, I don't know if that was editing or if that's how you. Yes. Tell me about that part. When it started getting weird for you, were you a little bit nervous during that like end part there?
So I was a little nervous, but you know, when you do the episodes, generally you're in there for anywhere between 30 minutes and an hour. So I was actually in there about 45 minutes and they cut it down to around 10 minutes. So, you know, when Mr. Wonderful was like, I'm out, and Narc Cuban was hitting me, all these things actually happen much more spread out than when they edit it down. But yeah, essentially what happened was Kevin, Mr. Wonderful, like, give me an offer, honestly, within 5 minutes of coming into the tank. Like right out the gate, he was like, here's your offer. But I had gone in there, I wanted an offer from Lori, and so I was trying to answer her questions, and he was like, don't answer Lori's questions, and I answered them anyway, and about 20 minutes after he gave me an offer, he's like, you know what, I'm out. You've ignored me, and I'm out. But it's all okay because I went in there to get a deal from Lori, and that's exactly what we got, so it all worked out for the best.
Yeah, and I think your product is going to go great with kind of what Lori kind of is specialized in. I think people kind of need to see what yours does, which is great. Can you tell me a little bit about how you came up with this idea to make this?
Yeah, so I mean, it all started, you know, around almost 3 years ago now. And I was on the phone with my uncle, who's an engineer at NASA, and he's telling me about this project he's working on. He was going to lay out this wiring, and he's going to use this adhesive that NASA had invented back in the 70s that was based off the feet of geckos. And so he's telling me about it. I'm looking at my TV mounted on the wall. I'm like, man, it would have been so much easier to mount that TV if I could have just stuck some tape on the back and slapped it onto the wall. And so that was really where the initial concept came from. And while, you know, a TV wouldn't work, a phone, you could do that, a little mini TV. So from there, I taught myself how to write a patent, a trademark, just by watching YouTube videos. And eventually in early 2018, we launched a Kickstarter campaign, and that's how everything began.
That is amazing. Now, I'm assuming once the show aired, your business even took off even more.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, our sales for the first 2.5 years, we got the same amount of sales in the first week after Shark Tank. So sales definitely took off.
That is amazing. So what's next for you? How are you going to keep the momentum going for Flipstik?
Absolutely. Well, we just got a call the other day from Amazon. They saw the episode as well, and they're like, why aren't you on Amazon yet? So we're working to get on Amazon. We'll be on there very soon. And there's some other really exciting stuff coming up in the future. I can't share it quite yet, but definitely stay tuned. And feel free to follow us. All of our social media is at Get Flipstick, and there's no C in stick. But we'll be posting everything there. All the updates will be there on our website.
I love that. And so that's how people can keep up with what's going on. What about with you personally? Anything that you're looking forward to for yourself since the fame of all this?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's definitely been a whirlwind. And, you know, for the first, anyone who owns a business knows that, you know, generally it's just you, right? You're doing everything. You wear all hats. And so now moving into this next phase, it's like, okay, well, how do I, you know, hire people, and how do I coach people and train people and really start to grow a business from just being, myself. And so that's really what I'm looking most forward to, is just growing as a business person, learning. I feel like I have a lot of people now that I can reach out to as mentors, whether that be Lori, whether that be people locally from winning, the Arts Grants competition or winning the UMSL grant. So I'm just looking forward to just like growing our business and really kind of taking this thing to the next level.
Yeah, because you're a local St. Louis guy.
Yeah, born and raised here in St. Louis, went to Smith Jesuit High School. I actually went off to school for college. I had a full scholarship for chemical engineering, and I screwed up. I messed up. I lost my scholarship. I had to come home, and then I just had to get to work. And I told myself when I came back home, I was like, look, you know, I have a lot of kids I went to high school with. I know that they're going to come out swinging, so I have to at least be making as much as the average college graduate by the time my friends graduate. And over the course of the next couple of years, I not only got to that goal, but I was making double what the average college graduate was making. I was working in sales, and I was just grinding, hustling, and saving. And so, you know, one thing that I love about just being from St. Louis is that's the mentality here, where it's like, you know, you can't spell hustle without STL.
I love that. That is perfect. So everybody who's watching our Daily Mix today, you guys can definitely check out Akeem Shannon and his Flipstik and support a St. Louis homegrown guy right there. Tell us one more time, Akeem, where we can find all the information about Flipstik.
Yeah, so you can follow us on our social media at Get Flipstick, no C in stick, or at getflipstick.com.
Love it. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. Take care.
And you guys, after you check out Flipstik, make sure you can follow us on YouTube, Instagram, you know, the whole thing. We've got all of it. Check us out at The Daily Mix. You can even drop us a line at thedailymix@stltv.net. We want to hear from you. That's going to do it for The Daily Mix, but I'll see you next time.